Hello Answerly viewers, I just finished reading chapters 15 through 30 of Eleanor Park, and I'm not even going to bother setting up my camera on a tripod and getting out of bed, because I'm just going to film this video real quick and go back to reading. That's how much I'm enjoying this book. So, chapter 30 did not end on a very positive note. I'm sorry to have stopped our reading there for the week. I don't pick these things ahead of time, so it's something that we're just gonna have to deal with. Where we're at right now is that Eleanor and Park have gotten to know each other a lot better over the last 15 chapters, and they have gotten to see a bit more of each other's family lives. Eleanor's seen a lot more of Park's than Park has seen of Eleanor's, obviously, because he doesn't get to go over to her house. But we're ending on a depressing note where Eleanor realizes that Tina still likes Park, even, you know, somewhat, and Park kind of realizes that he doesn't mind that that happens. Not that he likes her, obviously, but that it feels good to have the most popular girl in school, you know, jealous that she can't be with you. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that's definitely a sentiment that feels very high school, and I probably was guilty of that myself growing up. You know, the idea of someone liking you is an addictive thing that is nice to know, and so maybe you aren't interested in that person, but you're definitely not, you know, going out of your way to show them that you're not interested and to make them go away because it feels nice. On the other hand, I do really like how innocent and wholesome Park and Eleanor's relationship is, that they sort of graduate from hand-holding to hair-tugging, and how they don't rush through any of these small steps. They super appreciate every tiny small step along the way and what it adds and brings to their relationship. I thought that was adorable. I was also very confused because when we start getting to know Park's family, that first scene where his dad is teaching him how to drive a stick, and he's really mean to him. He's a big old jerk face about how hard it is for Park to learn how to drive this manual car. I kind of thought that we were going to get the sense that maybe Park's life isn't so great either, that he was going to have these like really, you know, sort of controlling Asian parents, and after that scene, that's not really the case. In fact, his dad's probably the best guy in the book, aside from our main characters. The way that he sticks up for Park when his mom's going crazy and grounding him and, you know, all that stuff. His dad, like, gets why he got in the fight, and he's the one who helps Park get out of this extreme grounding forever that his mom's tried to give him. And so I was a little confused as to why his dad was so mean in that scene, because it ends up turning out that Park's home life is pretty good. I think it's actually really interesting. The book starts with Eleanor being this weird girl because of the external things about her, the way that she dresses, the way she carries herself, all of those things. And Park's the one that's sort of normal. You don't really know a lot about him. But over the last section that we read, Eleanor starts to realize that Park is the weird one. Park's the one who, he's weird for things that are more internal. You know, the fact that he has a nice house and a loving family are not particularly normal things in this neighborhood, and you don't notice those things about him right at the offset of meeting him. But as you dig a little deeper, suddenly he's the one who's weird. Not really from like a normal societal perception of him, but within the context of this book, he's sort of more of the outsider than Eleanor is, really, when it comes to home life. I loved the scenes where Cal is talking about how he wants to get with Kim by bringing Park around. It's just such a stupid, like, immature method of flirting with someone, and I just love that. And I'm especially pleased to see that apparently now they're together, which, woo, go Cal. It's been irritating because I'm older now and I understand how these things work, but I remember so much being such a volatile teenager and everything upsetting you. So all of the times when Park is trying to say something nice, but maybe he doesn't say it quite right, and Eleanor just totally takes it the wrong way and is frustrated and angry at him. These things happen over and over. They've happened so many times, and you kind of just want to, like, shake Eleanor and be like, just take the compliment and realize that he's being nice, or shake Park and be like, just be nice and stop worrying so much. But it's just such a teenager thing to do, and it just brings back such like vivid memories. The other thing that just really took me back are the scenes when Park is embarrassed for Eleanor, when all the kids are being really mean to her, but that inwardly it's not so much that he feels bad for her, but more so that he is also embarrassed to be seen with her. And I think, you know, an intellectual, mature person feels bad for Eleanor in these situations because she's the one being made fun of and Park's being a little selfish. But man, I definitely know how that feels. I don't know if you guys ever were friends with anyone that you were sort of embarrassed to be friends with because they got made fun of a lot. I mean, I wasn't a particularly cool kid in middle school and stuff, you know, but I sort of skated by not being noticed too much, so I didn't actually get picked on too badly, but I was friends with a couple of people who got picked on a lot, and I found myself not defending them as much as I could have, and maybe like sort of teasing them as well when other people were watching, and I felt miserable about it. I felt so bad that I was mean to my friend, but you know, when you're young and you're worried about what people think about you, you don't always do the right thing in those types of situations. So I actually hadn't thought about that in years, and so this book really made me remember what it felt like to be caught in that sort of, you know, hard place. The questions I want you guys to mull over and talk about in the comments are, 1, what do you think Richie has hidden in the house? And do you think he's ever going to actually get busted for it? And then, speaking of getting busted, when do you think it's going to come to a head that Eleanor's been lying and spending all this time with Park? I don't know if one of her parents is going to find out that she's not actually friends with Tina, or if they're going to see her with Park. I don't know, but whenever it happens, it's not going to be good. Your assignment for next week is to read chapters 31 through 45. We're going to go with another 15 chapters. They've been going by pretty quickly. I think this has been a really good first read for this project. So good luck with that. Let me know your thoughts up till now, no spoilers, in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.